Okay, so here's how you do piecewise functions. If you look at number 3 on the notes, it says g of x equals 2 minus x if x is less than or equal to 5, negative x squared if x less than 8 and less than 5, and it equals 6 if it looks like this. Whoops. But you need to think of reading this backwards because this just says x is greater than or equal to 8. So then it says, figure out what happens when x equals 8. Or it might look like g of 8. So if it's in function notation like this, that's just saying that is what your x value is. So you have to look at these 3 different parameters and ask yourself, is 8 smaller than 5? Nope. Is it between 5 and 8? No, because you're missing the or equal to sign here. It's actually this one. X is greater than or equal to 8, so the line under it means or equal to. So that means I'm going to use the last function. G of 8 equals 6. So in that case, there's no math to do. You don't have to plug the 8 in, because when you have, this is the line y equals 6, and if you recall, the line y equals 6 is a horizontal line, so it doesn't matter if your x value was 8 or 12 or 23. It's always going to be 8, or it's always going to be 6 when there's just a plain old number there. Maybe the next example says find g of 0. So you have to keep going back to your parameters and you ask yourself, so that's your x value, is 0 smaller than 5? Yes, it is. So it meets that parameter, so I'm using the 2 minus x function. G of 0 is just function notation, and so you're going to plug 0 in for x, and then you do the math, and 2 minus 0 is 2. Let's do another one. G of 6. So keep going back to the parameters and you ask yourself, is 6 smaller than 5? No. Is it between 5 and 8? Yes. So I'm going to use the negative x squared function, and I'm going to plug 6 in for x. So g of 6 is negative 6 squared. That's a g. G of 6 is, so square this first and bring down the negative out in front. So g of 6 is negative 36. You have to remember your order of operations. You square it first and then you multiply by a number out front. Hope this helps.